Ndtv-Hindu.
Hello and welcome to Headlines Now on Ndtv-Hindu. I'm Ramanathan. Yet another student commits suicide in Chennai, and yet again, the reason? Alleged harassment by the college teachers. We will bring you more on that later on Headlines Now, but first, the headlines. Attendance shortage leads to student suicide. College students protest and demand action against the professor. Sri Lankan refugees will now join professional colleges in the state, and Ndtv-Hindu impact. As workers at the Neyveli Lignite Corporation continue their strike, the NLC administration tells the state power disruption possible. Residents of Kilkatalai face the brunt of terrible roads. Roads remain inundated even after 2 years of digging them up. A matter of few paise might cost vendors heavy, service providers to pay compensation if they fail to tender exact change. And Sharad Pawar takes over the reins of ICC amidst the BCCI contradicting him over the Harvard controversy. And it's time to change the wardrobe. The International Chennai Fashion Week is here. Well, if you're hit by a power cut tonight or tomorrow, then it might not be because of a technical glitch. The indefinite strike by 16,000 workers of Neyveli Lignite Corporation is still on, and the NLC management has told the state government that there is a possibility of power disruption if the strike continues. The workers have been on strike since yesterday, demanding a wage revision and payment of their arrears. Two recognized trade unions affiliated to the DMK and PMK have started the indefinite strike. Around 3,000 police personnel have been deployed near the mines, the power plant and the corporate office in a bid to prevent any violence.
நிரந்தர தொழிலாளர்களுக்கு கிடைக்க வேண்டிய அந்த ஊதிய உயர்வு ஒப்பந்தம் சரியான முறையிலே ஏற்படவில்லை என்ற காரணத்தினால் இன்று இரவு 10 மணி முதல் தொடர்ந்து வேலை நிறுத்தம் நடைபெறும். அதிலே 15,000 நிரந்தர தொழிலாளர்களும் 14,000 ஒப்பந்த தொழிலாளர்களும் இதிலே முழுமையாக பங்கெடுத்துக் கொண்டு இந்த போராட்டத்தை வெற்றி பெறச் செய்வார்கள். கண்டிப்பாக இந்த கோரிக்கை நிறைவேறும் வரை இது தொடர் வேலை நிறுத்தமாக நடைபெறும்.
Well, for more on that, we are now joined by our senior correspondent, Peer Mohammed, who has been tracking that story through the day. Peer, any word on that meeting which is underway as we speak? We understand one round of talks failed in the morning and they weren't actually able to reach any kind of a compromise formula.
Yes, Ram, they are still holding talks with the management, and we will be knowing maybe in the next 1 hour or so if the talks failed or there were any improvements in the talks, because in the morning only one senior representative of the management held talks with the trade unions, and what happened during the morning is he listened to the demands and the management did not commit itself to anything. Given the fact that even the contract workers have joined the strike and did not go to work, might make the management rethink its decision of not giving the arrears, particularly the arrears from 2007 is pending. According to the trade unions, they might come down a little bit and try to solve the problem. That is the indication we are getting from Neyveli. Ram.
Right, Peer, NLC is also a major source of power in Tamil Nadu. What are the chances of power being disrupted due to the strike, especially if the talks which are happening right now fail and they're not able to reach any kind of a compromise formula? We're being told that the workers will go on a strike for 2 more days at least. Then what is the situation with respect to power disruption?
In case the workers continue with their strike for the next 2 days, definitely already Tamil Nadu has severe power cuts in various parts of the state, and 30% of power comes from Neyveli's over 2,500 megawatt capacity. So many parts of the state will suffer. So the government also will put pressure on the management for a patch up. That is what is happening now. And also even Puducherry, the union territory, will be hit very badly if the strike continues for the next few days, Ram.
Right, P. Thanks a lot for joining us with the latest on that story. We will, of course, get back to you once that meeting gets over and see what the meeting gave rise to. Moving on to an Ndtv-Hindu impact story. And it is the merit that will finally count after Ndtv-Hindu reported that despite of a dozen high-scoring Sri Lankan refugees who could not get admissions to professional colleges due to legal hitches, the Tamil Nadu Higher Education Department Secretary Ganeshan said in a statement today that the Lankan refugee students could be a part of the counselling for engineering. One of the refugees, K. Nagaraj, who has a cutoff of 197.75, enough for MBBS in open category, got a call from Anna University to attend Engineering Council. However, there is no word yet from the Higher Education Department on these students participating in counselling for MBBS. There are more than a dozen refugee students in Tamil Nadu who have scored enough to get admission into professional courses, and all of them were even denied application forms for both MBBS and BE seats earlier. The Uttarangai refugee camp inmate Nagaraj is happy and hopes that other refugees too get their admissions soon.
மெடிசன் பண்ணலாம் ஆசைப்பட்டேன், அதுக்கு தான் ட்ரை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். இருந்தாலும் எனக்கு இப்போ இன்ஜினியரிங் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. ஏன்னா மற்ற இலங்கை மாணவர்களுக்கும் அவங்க இன்ஜினியரிங் ஆசைப்பட்டுருக்கலாம், ஆனால் அவங்களுக்கு கிடைக்காம இருக்கலாம். ஆனால் இப்போ அவங்களுக்கு கிடைக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு.
And the political slugfest in the state continues after the state ordered an inquiry into the renovation of a tea factory. The AIDMK General Secretary Jayalalitha today dropped a bombshell by calling Chief Minister M. Karunanidhi a war criminal, and he has given out false information on the Sri Lankan war. On April 27, 2009, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister had said that the war had ended in Sri Lanka, which was allegedly untrue. This has exposed the Tamilian civilians to aerial attacks by Sri Lankan Air Force. She welcomed the United Nations move of appointing a 3-member panel to inquire into the war crimes during the last phase of the ethnic war. Only recently, UN Chief Ban Ki-moon had given hope that all was not lost for the Tamil race and people. Jayalalitha condemned the Sri Lankan regime for denying visas to the UN probe team. She said that if the UN panel visits Sri Lanka, a delegation of AIDMK MPs would meet the team and hand over a petition to indict Karunanidhi as he's party to the war crimes committed on Sri Lankan Tamils. Well, in other news, a reshuffle of the police posting in the state. The crime and headquarters set up in Chennai has a new additional commissioner. Sanjay Arora will be taking over as the additional commissioner soon, and SK Dogra will be the new ADGP at the Economic Offences Wing. Now, if you have been having the desire to cycle on a hilly, rocky terrain, you don't need to take the pain to plan a trip to the Himalayas. Just ride to Kilkatalai, a residential colony on the outskirts of Chennai, to find the shocking state of roads. Lokpriya took this roller coaster ride to bring us this report.
This is the condition of roads in Chennai suburbs' fastest growing area, Kilkatalai. A trip down this road is equal to a roller coaster ride. Residents of this area say these roads were dug up for laying pipes for underground sewer system 2 years ago and are still not reinstated.
Monsoon is going to set in now. In the monsoon, they will not be able to do anything. So, on war footing, something has to be done to repair these 2-3 roads, you know.
Somebody is serious, we can't call an ambulance. The ambulance driver, they will say, come to the main road, we can't come inside. Maybe half the way the patient might die. And the Madri road is there.
The roads are the lifeline for 300 families that reside in these streets. Erratic functioning of street lights is an added concern. It's a harrowing experience for the elderly too.
எனக்கு வயசு 66 ஆகுது. ஸ்கூல் வேன் உள்ளே வர மாட்டேங்குது. ரோடு நல்லா இல்லாதனால ஸ்கூல் வேன் உள்ளே வர மாட்டேங்குது. 2 பேர பசங்களையும் நான் மெயின் ரோடு வரைக்கும் கொண்டு போய் விட்டு அழிச்சுன்னு வரதுக்குள்ள எனக்கு முடிய மாட்டேங்குது. மூச்சு வாங்குது. ரொம்ப முடியல.
Ironically, the area councillor says that things are on the right track.
மீதி நந்தி நகர் அந்த பக்கம்லாம் இருக்கிற பகுதியெல்லாம் பாறை காலையில் குண்டும் குழியுமா இருக்குது. அதெல்லாம் மெட்டல் ரோடு போகிறதுக்கு சேர்மன்ட்ட சொல்லியிருக்கோம். அது கண்டிப்பாக நடக்கும். எப்படியும் ஒரு மாதம் ஆகும்.
For residents of Rajendra Nagar, crossing these roads is a Herculean task. While the officials assure the work is on progress, Ground Zero reality presents a different picture. In Chennai, Lokpriya, Ndtv-Hindu.
Well, time to take a short break, but up on the other side, our focus today, another student suicide, and yet again, it's the pressure from the college.